and it went this way.
Towards the
It went this way, I mean...
We shall ask Stuart.
Stuart? Where are you? Sorry? Where? Oh, you've not just walked past, you've not just walked under here, have you?
No.
Under this archway where we are?
No.
Definitely not? It's going the wrong way anyway. Right, you heard it. David heard it.
I definitely heard it.
It went this way. And it went, so I watched it go this way.
Right.
There's no... Bloody hell.
I heard that. I mean, I assumed it was Stuart walking past.
No, he's out there.
And de-rigging and...
Yeah,
and
if anything, it would have walked this way.
The majority of the crew had witnessed audible activity, particularly in the recently uncovered room in the south wing. Although a certain amount of naturally occurring creaks and thuds are to be expected in any old building, many of the sounds witnessed appeared to be footsteps coming from the attic above, an area which had been explored earlier in the day and would have been inaccessible to anyone during the night. The locked-off camera in the chapel had failed to capture any evidence of spirit activity. I, however, had filmed this light anomaly in the sealed room, and various noises were caught on tape that seemed to come from the stairs. Richard Felix was convinced that he had witnessed a dark figure passing the door of the museum room, and Tom, our sound recordist, did hear footsteps. John Dibley, who is normally quite sceptical, believed he witnessed the presence of a little girl during the séance.
I have had the most fantastic time at the Manor House. Lots and lots of paranormal activity, and in my opinion, the funniest thing ever, because I have this thing about toilet ghost stories. And there we all were in the toilets, and it just goes to show how easy fear can spread. We were absolutely terrified, is the only word that I can say. But it was a very, very good event. And I thought the night was over. That was enough for me. It really was. And then I went off with David Wells and Tom, and we got what I believe to be paranormal activity. There we were, talking away, and then all of a sudden, someone walks past the door. Now, all three of us heard it, and I actually saw the light being, for want of a better word, obliterated by the footsteps that went past the door. In my opinion, the Manor House restaurant is definitely haunted.
Come on.
There are issues with hearing noises at haunted locations, especially old locations where there's wood in the construction. At various points in the evening, the temperature may go up or down, and this could cause the wood to expand or contract, thereby creating popping or creaking sounds. Now, in a haunted location, those popping and creaking sounds may be interpreted as footsteps or other noises of spirits. The knocking that the crew hear sitting around the séance table is not unusual in this sort of environment. As early as the 1840s, when séances first began, people were using the knocking sounds to communicate with spirits.
Do you feel that was a slight nudge?
There are a lot of explanations for what the knocking may be, and the most obvious one is that perhaps somebody is unconsciously knocking on the table. In this particular clip, we only hear a knock once, and so somebody maybe with a ring on their finger has tapped it without realising, and it's been picked up by the boom mic.
I was hearing footsteps as well.
I heard footsteps, but I just thought it was Stuart.
Not only did I hear footsteps, but I saw someone go past here. And I swear to you.
You saw the light change under the door?
I saw the light change underneath this door.
In this clip, Richard Felix apparently sees feet go past the door at the same time that other members of the crew hear footsteps. In terms of the audible phenomena, the actual footsteps, what we may be getting is just an aspect of the house. So we may be getting the wood reacting to temperature change. The actual feet that Richard Felix sees is very, very interesting. There's obviously nothing fraudulent at work here, because otherwise on the floor outside we would have seen wet footprints, because there are other wet areas around this location. So we know it's not fraudulent. However, what Richard may have been seeing is the light change, shows shadows behind the door which could have been caused by somebody else in the courtyard or in another area of the hotel walking past a light, and that could have caused the shadow. It's a possibility.
Are the inhabitants of the past 800 years still living at the manor house? Perhaps they see us as shadowy figures they do not understand. If so, do they resent the intrusion? Until next time, sleep tight.
Living TV psychics Colin Fry and Tony Stott will attempt to contact spirits in front of an audience and live at the London Palladium here on Tuesday at 8. Next tonight and after the break, it's CSI.